So you're feeling cold. Well, let me cover you up, and as I cover you up, I want you to use my voice to warm you, and just feel that warm energy from my voice warming your body and just warming through your muscles now. And I want you to be detached from that feeling of being cold. And as you look around and you sense where you are, is it daytime or nighttime?
Night.
It's nighttime.
Ish.
Nightish. And are you inside or outside?
Outside.
You're outside. So you're outside, it's night time, and you're cold.
Hungry.
And you're hungry. Take a look at your clothes, and if you knew, describe to me, what do you look like? How are you dressed?
Poor.
You're poor.
Holes. Holes in my shoes.
Holes in your shoes.
Oh, I'm so cold.
You're so cold. Well, I'm just going to feel, you're just going to feel my hand on your shoulder, and when I put my hand on your shoulder, I'm going to send the heat into your body. So when you're ready, just feel that heat now warming into your body, going into your muscles, relaxing them now. Just feel that heat now, like a hot water bottle, just going in through. Detaching that feeling from you now. Very good. And as you connect with that energy, just tell me, do you have a female energy or a male energy?
Female.
You're female. So you're outside around the night time. Yeah. You're hungry and you're poor. Have a look at the ground and tell me, what kind of ground is it that you're walking on? Is it sand? Is it water? Is it hills? What?
Cobbles.
It's cobbles. Yeah. And do you feel that you're alone, or are you with others?
I'm alone.
You're alone. So what I want to know is, I want to know your age. I'm going to tap you on the forehead. 3, 2, 1. How old are you?
12, 13.
You're 12 and 13. So where is your family?
No family.
No family. So what can I call you from that life? Hear your name being called.
Mary.
Mary. So Mary, what happened to your family?
Plague, I think.
The plague. So you were left alone. And as you're walking around those cobblestones, I want you to feel the energy of the land that you're in, and tell me, what country is it?
London.
London. And I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and you're going to give me the year that you were in London. 3, 2, 1. What year is it?
18.
18.
18 something. 20.
1820. So now what I want you to do, I want you to tell me, are you going somewhere or are you coming from somewhere, Mary?
Don't know what. Don't know.
You don't know?
Where I am.
Well, just follow that scene and tell me what happens to you in that scene as you're walking in London there along the streets. Look around and describe.
Everyone's ignoring me.
So there's people around.
I'm so hungry.
You're so hungry. So detach that feeling from you. And just imagine that your belly is now full, having had a wonderful meal. So let's go forward. And as you walk around this place now, everyone ignoring you, do you know anybody in that place that you are? Is it a town or a village?
Big.
It's big.
City.
It's a city. So Mary, do you know anybody in that city?
No.
No one?
Nobody. No.
And you've no
Lost.
family?
Lost.
And you're lost. So now we've got the information of that scene, Mary. What I want to do is I want you to close that scene so that we can go forward in that life to see how that life spanned out. And we're going to go drifting and floating forward to another important time that happened in that life, or maybe we'll go to another life. So when you're ready, closing that scene now. Feel yourself drifting, floating, closing that scene now. Going forward in that life to another time when something is happening to you. Just feel yourself drifting, floating forward in that life to a significant time when something is happening to you. Or we'll go to a different life. So when you're ready, I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be at that time and that place. 3, 2 and 1. Be there now. Tell me, are you still Mary? And if so, how old are you?
No.
Who are you now? Are you male or female?
Female.
You're female. How old are you there?
16.
You're 16. What shall I call you? What's your name?
Edna.
Hedna? Hedna, take a look around. You just have a knowing of your landscape or where you are. Are you inside or outside?
Outside.
You're outside. Hedna, what are you doing outside? Connect with your senses.
Walking in the gardens.
You're walking in the gardens. How beautiful.
Beautiful gardens.
And Hedna, where are these gardens? What country are they in?
England.
In England. And what year is it there? You'll just see some numbers come to mind.
1890.
1890. Very good. So Edna, now I know that you're walking outside in these beautiful gardens. Just feel your senses and tell me, do you sense that you're on your own, or do you sense that there are others around?
I have a friend.
Your friend? Is your friend male or female? Male. What did you call your friend in that life then?
John.
John. Describe John to me. What is he wearing?
Breeches.
Breeches. Is he wearing anything on his head?
Flat cap.
A flat cap.
Very nice.
Very nice. And what are you wearing? Just look down at your clothes and describe them to me. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a very nice dress.
What colour is that dress? Yellow. Yellow. How beautiful. And now I want you to connect with John and look into his eyes. Tell me, what colour are his eyes? Brown. And now I want you to connect with your feeling, your emotions. How do you feel about John?
Excited.
Excited? Tell me, why are you excited with John?
My friend.
He's your friend. Very good. And as you're walking around this wonderful place, all these lovely gardens in England, want to know, do you live in that place or are you just walking around?
I live there, big house.
You live in a big house? Uh-huh. Well, let's go towards that big house. Just feel yourself now as I make an intention for you to go drifting and floating towards that big house. See yourself at that door and tell me, do you push that door to go through it or do you pull it? You push it. Just get the sensation that you're pushing that door open, and as you go into that house, you'll feel the energy in that house. How do you feel living in that house?
I don't know.
You don't know? I'm going to come and take away that feeling from you so that you're just watching that remotely. Just free from that feeling now, just so that you can view it remotely. I want you to go walking around that house, and as you walk around that house, you'll sense if there's others in that house. Do you have family in that house? Do you have a mother and a father? Let's go and find your mother as we focus on connecting with your mother. What room is she in?
Drawing room.
She's in the drawing room. And as you're connecting with your mother, you'll tell me, what's the emotion that you feel about your mother? Is it a good relationship?
No, not really.
Not good. So I want you now to connect with your mother. Look at the eyes of your mother and go right deep down into that soul. Spiritually connect with that mother and tell me, does she remind you of anybody today? Just your first impression. Who is she?
Grandma.
Grandma. So you know that you've been working together before. And tell me about your father. What does your father do?
My father's dead.
Your father's dead? What happened to him?
No.
So tell me, is that why your relationship with your mother is not good?
Maybe. Stepdad.
You've got a stepdad? Describe your stepdad to me. Is he tall? Is he short?
Short.
He's short.
Angry.
Short and angry. What makes him angry?
Me, I think.
Oh, right. So what I'd like you to do now is I want you to connect with the energy of that stepfather that you've got there. And you're going to be able to connect through the eyes right down into the soul and tell me, has that stepfather been working with her in this life? Who does he remind her of? It's not been before? You don't know. So this boy John that you were walking in the gardens with, is he your betrothed or your beloved or just a friend?
Stepbrother.
He's your stepbrother. And how do you get on?
I love him.
You love him? And how does everyone in the family feel about that?
Don't know.
So what I'd like to do now is I want you to go forward to see what happens with the relationship of John and you. Just drift forward to another time. Drift forward, drifting and floating past that 16-year-old to another time when something is happening between you and John. Be there now. How old are you?
25.
You're 25. What's happening there?
Married.
Who are you married to?
Don't No.
You don't love him. Mm-hmm. What happened to John?
No.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's just go back a little bit, and let's see what happened to John.
Found out.
Oh, the family found out?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We loved each other.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sent away.
He was sent away. Mm-hmm. I want you to connect with John's eyes now and tell me, does he remind you of anybody today?
Yes.
Who is he?
Ralph.
Ralph. Uh-huh. So John was sent away. And you say that you married but you don't love him. Was that arranged for you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So describe this man to me. Is he tall? Is he short?
Oh.
He's tall. What's his name? Eric. Uh-huh. And what does Eric do for a living? What's his trade?
Banker.
He's a banker. Uh-huh. So you're now married to a man that you don't love. I want you to connect with Eric. Just feel you holding his hand, and as you hold his hand there, you'll connect with the vibration of his energy, and you'll know whether you've had lives with him before. Who does he remind you of? Is it anybody in this life?
No.
He's not in this life today. Mm-hmm.